Alright, so this is the first part of my video, and what I wanted to do is I want you to look at all these SD cards, and I want you to see if you can see any problems with these. So you can see here we have a 256 gigabyte class 10 card. This is a Samsung 128 EVO, Samsung 128 gigabyte plus. This is a Kingston 32 gigabyte. This is an ADATA 64 gigabyte. And this is a Samsung 64 gigabyte EVO card. So what do you think that all these cards have in common? Micro SD card? Yep. They can fit in a cell phone? Yep. Okay, so what I want to do is warn people about a scam that's going on on Amazon and on eBay, and I want everybody to be aware before they waste their money. And I'm going to show you how you can protect yourself from getting these fake cards. Every one of these cards are fake, and I'm going to explain how they're fake. They're all fake in different ways, and what to do to protect yourself. So the Chinese are doing a scam right now where they're importing and selling these fake SD cards. Okay, so this is your first clue. When you type in 256 gigabyte micro SD card, the first thing right now is there are actually no companies that are making 256 gigabyte SD cards at this time. Alright, so that's a first red flag. Second red flag is if there are I think 2 companies that are making a real 256 gigabyte card, but you're talking I think it's $250 is the cheapest one. So you can see all these are fake. And yeah, look at that. Okay, so I'm going to go through this, maybe a little bit long, but so that card right there is this card. And I did buy it knowing that it was fake, but I wanted to show you, which you're going to see in the second part of the video, how to test it and make sure. I did know that this one was fake, but these ones here I had no idea. And if you've seen some of my videos, you're going to notice that there's a lot of variance in quality. I've changed my cameras quite a bit, and what I did was, I had no idea that some of these were fake. This one here, and here, I paid full price for these. I didn't pay $20 for these. I paid $60 for that one, $40 for that one. This one I bought at a grocery store. I bought this at Smith's. This one was supposed to be real, and it is not. This one I bought on eBay, and this one I bought on eBay. These all here are actually, even though they say 128 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes, 128, 32, these are all 8 gigabyte cards. And the Chinese are so good at copying these and changing these that when you plug this into your camera or your cell phone or your computer, this will come up as 256 gigabytes. This one will come up at 128 gigabytes. And when you format them and you do a scan disk on them, they come up as 128 gigabytes, and it doesn't detect any errors. Okay, but I'm going to show you a program that was made by a hacker that will detect these, and it's pretty ingenious how he did it. The program's really tiny, but I'll show you how I did that. So this is what you do on eBay. This is a total red flag here. So go over here to Amazon, and they're all over Amazon too. See, this is what I bought here. I paid full price for this. And you just don't know if you have a real card or not. There's no way for you to know unless you test it yourself. And you can't use a normal program. Now check this out. So come over here to the program. This is made by the company SD themselves. SD makes these SD chips, the memory chip itself. And watch this. I'll put this card in. This is the 256 gigabyte. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Come on, girl. Oh, I got that in the background. Okay, so that's a 256 gigabyte class 10, right? Okay, so I'm going to put it in. This is a genuine Samsung SD card adapter. This is a real one. This is the real deal. The Chinese will send you a fake one. Oh, dang it, where did it go? Oh, I lost that. There it is. Okay. Dang it. Come here. Alright. So, one important thing to know about these little adapters is if they're like an inferior quality, when you're transferring data, let's say you have a real SD card, a genuine SD card, and you put it in one of these Chinese fake adapters, you can actually lose data between here and your adapter. There's a lot of dangers to using some of these Chinese things. Okay, so I'm going to put this in. You know what, let me put one of these in so you can see. I mean, this is real good quality copying. I'll put it on this background so it can zoom in real good. So you can see they've gone as far as inscribing the back with this CE logo, made in Taiwan. It's not made in Taiwan. Okay, I paid a lot of money for this. So if you guys see most of my videos up until about a month ago, I had no idea that these things were fake. I mean, I was having video quality issues and all kinds of problems. Alright, I gotta do this one-handed. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I got it straight. Oops, I had it right. Okay. Alright, so we'll come in here. I've renamed this drive 8 gigabyte. Alright, let's go into properties, so that's it there. Alright, so you can see that it says that it's 124 gigabytes. And I'll go in and I'll format it for you so you can see it. So you can't choose it. Let's see, go back in there. See that? Still shows 124 gigabytes. So you would think if you were a normal person that received it, that you would have a 120 gigabyte SD card. Whether you paid $20 for it and thought you got a good deal, or you paid full price for it and you were thinking it was a real thing and you were going to put all your precious videos and photos and music on there. Okay, so this program right here that you see, SD Formatter, this is actually from SD themselves. This is the company who manufactures the real memory chips, then distributes them to all the other places like Samsung and Kingston. So this is from the hardcore company itself. It detects 125 gigabytes. Okay, and you go in here and you can do your full erase overwrite, and you can choose these. And you can even do the format size adjustment where it automatically will calculate the new detected memory, and it still will come up as 125 gigabytes. So even if you use the real genuine program from SD themselves, and it comes back as 125 gigabytes, you'll think it's correct. But then you start saving your all your photos to your phone, and once it goes over the 8 gigabytes that it actually is, you start losing information, which is why some of my videos are really weird. Some of the quality really sucks. So this is a program that I found. This is made by a hacker. There's 2 people in the world that have made a program like this that I know of. This is called H2 Test W. And this is a German guy who made it. And what you do is you will go in and you'll find your card. Let's see, I wrote it at 8 gigabytes, so I know. Okay, and all you're going to do is just select the drive. See, it comes up as 127 megabytes. And you're just going to, the first thing you have to do is everything has to be formatted. The drive has to be clean and formatted, 100%. If there's any files on there, it'll mess this up. So what this does is it detected the card at 127,962 megabytes, okay? And it's going to write 127,961 1 megabyte files, okay? Exactly at that size. And it's going to write that amount, no matter how big the hard drive, the SD card is. Now all it's going to do is it's going to have a second process once it's done, and it's going to go back and it's going to count how many of those 1 megabyte files it sees. And as soon as it has any kind of loopholes or problems with the drive, it's going to show up as a bad sector. And so as soon as it gets to, this is an 8 gigabyte card. It says 128 gigabytes, but it's only an 8 gigabyte card. As soon as it gets to 8 gigabytes or however many are actually there, it starts showing errors. And that's how you know that the card is wrong. Okay, so that's the first thing that the Chinese are doing. The second thing that they're doing, let's say that your card does test at 127 gigabytes, okay? The second thing that they're doing is, so let's say that your memory amount is correct. The second thing that they're doing is the class 10 speed, all right? That they're also faking. And now you can have the first indicator that you know that the card is not real is with the speed. My genuine card that I have in my phone right now is actually a SanDisk Ultra, and it comes up as 40 megabits per second. So if you see anywhere really under 16 megabits per second, because that's pretty much the standard now, you're going to know instantly the card's fake. I mean, you don't even really need to go any further. As soon as this comes up and it's testing at that slow speed, you know that it's not real. Okay, which is this card right here. This one is another one. So this one here to the left, oh no, this one is right. This one is genuine. So this one here to the left, this one is a fake one that I bought at a grocery store. I'm pretty sure that they didn't know. I mean, the crappy thing is the packaging looks so authentic, and it looks so real compared to the real thing. I mean, I don't think anybody visually can tell. So yeah, this is a class 4 card. This comes up at 5 megabits per second. It's pretty dang slow, but everything else is real on this. But some of these here, these things come up at like 2 to 3 to 4 megabits per second. None of them are over 4 megabits per second. So it's really not worth formatting them at 8 gigabytes. And I've saved these just to show you guys how to protect yourselves. Okay, so you have your size that's incorrect. You have the speed that's incorrect. So yeah, this will come up. You'll see my test of one of the cards later in the second portion of this video that'll show what happens with an incorrect card. Alright, so go to this website right here, www.ctmagazin.de. I'm not going to distribute this guy's software. I don't own the rights to it. It was very difficult to get without viruses. There were, man, every link that I found had a virus attached to it somewhere. I don't know why people do that, but so I can't remember where I got this program virus-free, but it took me a while to find a website that didn't have virus. I don't know if this guy distributed it himself, but... Alright, so you have... Not only do you have the packaging that is fake, but you have the... the detail of the card itself is so good. Yeah, let me see if I can bring up... I'm going to bring up my eBay for a second. I'm going to make sure you can't see anything. Let's see. Go to my eBay. I'm going to show you what I bought. I gotta find it. Okay, so here is this one that I bought. Just so you can see it. Alright, so there's that one that I bought. I knew that it was fake. Another thing, oh yeah, I want to show you guys another thing. You see how that says Broadview Heights, Ohio? You think that it's a U.S. seller, right? You would think that, right? He's not. The package I got was from China, and it took 3 weeks to get here. That's another thing that they're doing, is they're seeing that they're in, they're trying to be real personal to us here in the U.S. Crooks. I'm going to have to search a little longer. Alright, be patient. Right here we go. So here is, it looks like I paid less for those two. I got some more. I've sold these to or given this to my family too. Alright, so this one here, you can see that this user is no longer there. That was a 64 gigabyte. There's a 32 gigabyte. That's that 32 gigabyte. No, you don't see that one. No, this one was real. This one was real. My mom, I gave this one to my mom. So this one was real for $12.99. That one tested real. So I mean, there's really no way to know what price. That's a pretty good price. This one was real. I gave that to my mom, and I was freaking out because of how low I paid for it. But yeah, that one was real for $12.99. But yet this one for $21.99 was fake. That's that one right there. So yeah, and they got kicked off of eBay. Let me see if I can even find their profile. Yeah, and they have good feedback. So see this, card became defective, all my pictures got deleted but was refunded. But no, it wasn't a real card. And people will put their feedback immediately because they think, oh man, it was good, but I got a fake 64 gigabyte SD card. So you don't know until it's too late. So I've gone through a lot of phones, a lot of cameras and stuff, as you guys have seen on my videos, and trying to eliminate why I kept getting all these bad videos and losing all this data. I thought it was the phone or the camera. And see, a Windows phone will detect the way that a Windows phone, if you have a Windows phone, it'll detect a fake SD card almost immediately, most of the time. And the way that it writes data to the SD card. And so I love the Windows phone, and I thought that the Windows phones were all junk because I'm like, man, I got so many SD cards. How could these all be bad? And I mean, I even bought one from a grocery store. and it was bad. So it was defective. So, this is an 8 gigabyte card, even though it says 32 gigabyte Kingston. I mean, God, that looks so good. And, so, I don't know what else to say. I hope this helps you make an informed purchase. And before you lose your sensitive photos on a vacation or a family trip, use this program every time that you get buy an SD memory card. Just protect yourself. This one's a genuine 32 gigabyte Kingston SD card. I'll show you what that looks like. This one's genuine. This one's real. I bought this one at Best Buy, and I tested it. It is coming up as a Class 4 card. It's heavy, has bulk to it. It actually has some bulges in it. So that's a real card there. This is a real genuine card. These aren't micro SD cards, these are just SD cards. But that's what a real one looks like. And that's a real PNY. Okay, so I hope this helps people, and just stay away from, just prepare to do a test really quick, and stay away from super good blowout deals on eBay and Amazon. So, alright, there you go, thanks. Alright, so this is one of my portions that I'm going to make a video about these Chinese, what the Chinese are doing, selling memory cards on eBay and Amazon, and some are being distributed through stores. Now, what I did was bought a memory card. This is supposed to be a 256 gigabyte memory card. As you can see right here, this program, which was not written by me, did write 255 gigabytes worth of 1 megabyte files onto this supposed card, and then when it went to verify them and count how many were actually there on the card, only 7.8 gigabytes were found. So far I'm over 2.4 that are not there. So this is a program here that was written by a German person here. See if I can zoom into his who he is. There it is. That is his website. The problem that I ran into was this person's software on all of the servers that I was trying to find it on was pretty virus laden. It was very difficult to get this a copy of this program. It's only a megabyte in size. It's a very simple program, but yeah, this is direct evidence right here of these memory cards that I've been buying on eBay, and this one here, it's not really a I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It wasn't really a copy of another manufacturer, so it kind of surprised me that it was like this. Okay, so as you can see, the card shows up as 249 gigabytes, and you can see that that program filled it all up with 1 megabyte files. So if I bring it up here, you can see what it is. It's a very simple program. It just writes simple files, 1 megabyte in file, until the amount of space that was it's supposed to be is taken up. You see that there? They're all the exact same. And it just, all the program does is just counts how many of these files show up. That's it. So it's very simple. So I'll go back into that again. And go into the properties. Where's properties? right there. Okay, so you can see when when it comes up, that it comes up as 249 gigabytes, and if you use the program, it looks like I don't have it on this computer here, but if you use the program from SD, the actual program, the manufacturer of the individual chips, that program can even go through it and do its own scan disk and everything, and it can't even find any evidence that it's not a 256 gigabyte SD card. So this program here, let me open it up for you. So all it does is you open it up, and you're going to choose your language, which is English, and then you select where the card is. Alright, and then write and verify. And then it'll come up with another dialog box. It's full. You have to format the card first. So you have to have all of your, yeah, see, so it's already there. So it'll go into the verify portion because it's already full of its own files. So this is something that people here in the United States really are not prepared for yet. And the Chinese are just really taking advantage of us here in the US. They're just playing us like complete fools. So you're buying these memory cards on eBay, and there's really no way to regulate it. I mean, there's millions of these sellers selling this stuff. And what they do is you'll see a memory card listed. You think you're getting a good deal, and I'm going to show you later what all of my little SD cards look like. I got quite a bit of them, and some of them are really good exact copies of some originals. This one here is just a generic one, and you know, I took a shot of it. You see that it's a class 10, 256 gigabyte. It's not, you know, I'll make a better detail with in direct light, but they do a pretty good job of copying these things. So all they've done is just printed the speed class and the gigabyte, and you know, this what I've been finding is most of them are only 8 gigabytes. Some of them are 16 that I have in my possession. Now this is what happens is when you look at the seller's feedback, you'll see that some of the people who have bought some of the SD cards from the people, they think that they just bought a defective, poor quality SD card from the seller because they lost a lot of information. So what happens is when you plug this card into your computer, tablet, or your cell phone, is that device thinks that this is 256 gigabytes, or you know, if you bought a 32 gigabyte, it thinks that it's got 32 gigabytes. So your cell phone, your tablet, or your computer will allocate to those memory addresses that are supposed to be on the memory card. Well, if they're not there, you just lost that information because it's a hole. It's called a hole, and it just falls right through wherever that memory address was supposed to be. It's just not there. So you're going to lose information randomly, and you won't even know for a long time until you go to access that information that's supposed to be at that memory address location, just like your street address. And if it's not there, then you're going to go, oh shoot, there's a problem. That photo's gone, or that photo's corrupted, or my video quality is horrible all of a sudden. You're getting lots of dropped frames, or your files are just not there. And so people are blaming their SD cards on poor quality. They think, oh, it's just a cheap China quality. Well, no. The memory card can only be tested right now by 2 programs in the world. One person made a program, a hacker in Germany made this program here, and then there's somebody in Europe that made a similar program, and but this one I found was a lot easier to use. And there's only 2 people in the world so far that I could find that made a program that could even detect these things. So you can even run ScanDisk on your little Windows computer or Macintosh. You can run your own program and it will not detect any problems. It will even show that your 256 gigabytes is correct and fine, and there's no problems with it. However, this program just verifies all the memory locations are all there that it's supposed to have been written to. So I wanted to show you guys this. I'm going to make another. I'm going to put this at the tail end, and then you guys are, of course, going to already see everything that I've purchased from eBay. I paid $20 for this one. You know, I don't really care. What I wanted to do is I'm going to leave this guy negative feedback on his eBay profile to alert any future sellers. I didn't think this was real. I don't really care. But I want to put a negative feedback, and then my sister-in-law works at eBay. So I'm going to flag this seller. He's a power seller. He's sold probably 200 different things. So I'm going to flag him on eBay. But what these guys do on eBay is when you leave them negative feedback, they will immediately contact you and they will offer you your full refund, or they'll just refund you, and then they'll hound you to death to do a feedback revision, and they'll say, please understand I didn't know, and please change the feedback, because as soon as they get alerted, they change their profile name, and or they have different profiles, so they'll beg you to change your feedback. So I'm going to show you what the different styles are, and you know, I hope this helps people. If you're having constant memory problems, memory card problems, the only place that I've found that has good memory cards are Walmart and Best Buy, and smaller stores are getting these cards. And I've had one of them was a fraudulent card, and it wasn't the store's fault. I mean, the packages that are coming from China, I mean, you cannot tell the difference side by side. It is so hard to tell the difference between a genuine and a fake. And so this program here, I will never trust any of my information without using this program. And I mean, I don't even know this guy. He doesn't even have, I don't even think he has a donation, but you know, you really got to hand it to this guy for creating this program. Otherwise, we wouldn't know. So you guys can find some other videos from some other people that are trying to help people as well. I'm going to go a little bit further and show you all the different kinds of cards that I have purchased. And those ones I had no idea. I mean, man, for the past 4 years, I've been buying these SD cards, throwing my money away. I've even paid full retail price for 4 of them, not knowing that they were fake. I thought because of a higher price that they would be real, and they weren't. So, hope this helps you guys make a better informed decision before you buy something on eBay. One of these SD cards, or even a thumb drive, a flash drive, a bigger SD card. There's all kinds of things that the Chinese are doing to fake us Americans out. They just think we're so stupid. So, yeah, there you go.